Hi everyone, today I am going to make another flower. Today we are doing the Heart Fantasy flowers from Scrap Diva Designs, and that's what they look like. You get two sizes. Don't mind all the paper, I didn't feel like picking it all out, but that's what they are in that pretty green color, mint green. And so let's do one together and then I'll show you what I made, and it's pretty hot today. And in the craft room, I just have my fan, but the AC's in our bedroom and in the living room. And I was making flowers. I made about 9 of them, and I stopped and went in the living room. And I said I can't take it anymore because usually it's like really cool in here, but not today. So then, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes later, I came back in here and I finished them. So I braved it out, but I used one of the bigger ones and then 2 of the smaller size. But now all I have left are these 3 big ones. So I already took all the pieces out, and they're really easy to take out. You know, they come right out, which is good. You don't want to be fighting with that. So I didn't like go through the petals with these. I just kind of went in the middle because petals are, there's a lot of open spots in the petals, and you can't really, I don't want to break it or anything. So I just kind of went like that in the middle a little bit. Let me see, there's one here I missed. Okay. And I just get my glue gun. There's no rhyme or reason with this paper. I'm just using scraps from my stash. If I need a specific color, then I'll go get some, get some fresh papers, but I'm just going to make some of these and just keep them in a little container so I have something if I need it. But if something needs to be specific, then I'll deal with it then. Because you always need flowers. I like to work with flowers anyway. I kind of just go like that in the middle, press in the middle. Get one of my stamens. Now when I did this batch of flowers, the other batch it was all color coded, to match the papers, but these I used, yeah, you can't tell on camera, but it's the clear rhinestones that have all the colors in them, kind of like Aurora Borealis. It's not coming through at all on your end, but it shifts in all different colors. So I like these. And these came in a big pack. I think they're I think the size is 7 mm, I think. Because I know rhinestones can come in all different sizes. And Walmart had them. I got them a long time ago, and I was like, I better use these. So I took them out because it's a big sheet. It's a big sheet from Walmart. And I'll even show you the sheet. It's so big. And it's like cheap. I think it was like only $4, I think. But I'll show you how much you get. I'd have to look. I'd have to look now and see how much they are. They probably went up. So, all right, that one's done. Let me get them and just show you quickly. I mean, I went crazy. I was getting all colors and everything. I mean, it was nuts. Oh, these are 6 mm. Okay. So this is what it is. It's 6 mm right here. iridescent gemstones. It comes in a big pack like this. Actually, let me put you up a little bit. You can see better. It comes in a big pack like this. And they have all different colors and sizes. So these are the 6mm. That's a good size to use with these metal stamens, but I don't know how big these metal stamens are, but I think they're kind of generic size. I think that if you get them online, they're pretty much, I don't know if they have all different sizes. I think it's like a standard size. But what I did was, sorry, let me just take this glue off there. What I do is I just take some and I cut like this. And I use a little bit at a time. That way, you know, I have like a little bag with all little things for flower centers, big flower centers, small flower centers, centers like this. And I'll put the big piece away, you know, and I'll just keep this in my little flower stash. Flower middles stash, and just like that. So you don't have to lug out this big, you know, thing of jemmies. So, all right, we're going to let that dry. That's what that looks like. And I'll show you the ones I made. So altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I made 19 flowers. So I just showed you these. We made one together. This is like a white piece of paper with gold. This was like a gold check almost. I had that in my stash, so I made those. Let those dry. They're still drying. I had some blue in my stash, some blue cardstock. I think this is 65-pound cardstock. So I made some in blue. Made quite a few in blue. And then I had a little bit of purple left in my scraps. So I used the little ones. So the difference between the two is like, here's one with the big and 2 smalls, and you know, and here's the smaller ones. You know, just a little bit of a size difference, not too much. I thought these were really cute. So I only had enough purple to make these two. And I think they're really pretty. And then I had a scrap of this kind of, this had gold flecks in it, these flowers. I can't really, well, it's kind of like a, I don't know what color this is. It's kind of like a purpley. It's a little different on my end than it is what you're seeing. It's kind of like a purpley paper with gold flecks in it. Purpley brown, I'd say. So these are all the flowers I made. I'm going to let them dry thoroughly. And then I will put them in my stash. I have an upcoming boombox swap coming up, and I pretty much finished that. I just have to put some items in the cassettes and wrap it up, and I'll show you a video soon on that, but I don't want to show it yet till I know my partner gets it, because she does YouTube too, I found out, and so I don't want her to see it before she gets it. So I'll probably make a video soon, and then I'll post it up once she receives it and knows what she got. That way she can be surprised and, you know, see what I give her. So it's a pretty cool swap. I can't wait. I dyed some flowers for it, and You know, these are like the white ones from Hobby Lobby. And I needed like, all right, I'm not going to say too much right now. But this was way too bright of a pink. It's bubblegum pink. And I couldn't use it. Couldn't use it. It was like, I didn't like the way it looked. I was like, nah. So that'll be for another time. I can even spray these with something else too. It's not a loss. It's not a loss. But I love those flowers because they're easily dyeable. I just use my dilution sprays or my Tim Holtz sprays. You know, it's messy. I wear my gloves because, please, that's a whole other story. Let's not get into it. But anyway, again, that was from Scrap Diva Designs. It is the Heart Fantasy Flower. These are the 2 plates that you get. Sometimes when you order things from her, you'll see things on top, but then inside there'll be more dies. This particular set just has these 2 plates. Cut out beautifully, no problems. All the little pieces popped out, you know, right away. There was no problem at all. And again, if anyone's interested in Erica's info, here it is. You know, in case anyone's interested. I love her stuff, though. I really do. So I wanted to show that to you guys. But anyway, that was it for the flowers today. So thanks for watching Happy Crafting, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.